Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laurel, and if you are new here, then welcome, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. It has been quite a minute since I've been on here. I know that I said in my previous video, which I posted like 3 weeks ago, that I would be making a comeback this December and that I would be posting more, but things just keep happening, and it's just I haven't had the motivation, I haven't had the time with school ending and with me picking up on work and picking up extra shifts. I've honestly just been having trouble kind of balancing everything, but it is winter break. School as we know it is fully remote until the end of January, so I am expecting to be home a lot more. And honestly, I've just been taking the time to kind of just figure out what kind of content I want to put out for the new year. And I also just have been sorting out my life because it has not been an easy year and it has not been an easy couple of months, and that's why I took that break. But today I am genuinely excited to be back. As you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking all about the 2022 fashion trends prediction that I have been personally seeing for myself through Instagram, from different influencers on TikTok, from fashion shows. So it's all kind of going to be a mix of everything that I've been seeing and peeking through. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our 2022 fashion trends predictions. So I have my phone here with me, and I literally just wrote down all of the notes that I think are going to be what I think is going to be coming up in the next couple of months in 2022. So the first trend that I want to talk about is bolder colors. I decided to wear one of the bolder colors that I feel like is going to be really big in 2022, and it is just bolder colors and more vibrant colors of our primary colors, so blues, reds. We are going to be steering away from sort of that pastel vibe that we've been seeing these past 2 years, because I know that pastel colors were really such a huge thing, and I feel like it's still going to be a huge thing, especially during the springtime. But I think we are going to be a lot more bolder, more vibrant, more colorful, a lot more color blocking. So a lot of greens and oranges, purples and pinks, reds and pinks, that sort of thing is going to be really big, and I feel like it's going to be happening in 2022. And also we're going to be steering away from those neutral earthy tones and just bringing out more color into our wardrobe, which I'm super excited about because I absolutely love color, especially greens. I love all shades of greens. The next trend that I want to talk about is menswear for women, and we've kind of seen this already these past couple of years with the blazer sets on the rise and the oversized blazers and the blazer skirt sets, all that jazz. But menswear for women, I've been seeing a lot of women wearing ties and pairing it with a skirt, or wearing ties with a button down and a blazer. I think that whole sense of menswear is going to be a huge thing. I've already seen it kind of popping up and around all throughout Pinterest, and some of the girlies on Instagram have been rocking it. But I think it's definitely interesting, and it's definitely a more different twist to the menswear fashion that we've been seeing with the blazer sets and everything, which we're still gonna see. It's still gonna be a rise. I don't think blazer sets and oversized blazers and skirt sets are gonna go away. I think incorporating the tie and more of like that menswear silhouette with the waistcoats and everything, the white button down, and just making it a little bit more feminine, adding a skirt with some tights. It's very, very schoolgirl vibes, very gossip girl vibes, but I'm totally in for it. Okay, trend number 3. It's nothing new, but see-through sheer clothing. I've seen it on Acne Studios, and I've just been seeing a lot more of that sheer fabric when it comes to dresses and tops. This kind of falls into the whole mesh trend that we had early 2021, late 2020. But we're not going to necessarily see that with prints. I'm seeing more of just a plain classic sheer style with different cutouts, different fabrics, different colors. I'm seeing pastel sheer tops and pastel sheer dresses for the springtime. I think also black sheer dresses over like a bralette, like a black bralette, or over a bikini. I feel like that's so sexy. And just sheer in general, I love it. I love the sheer fabric and sheer clothing, and just I love seeing all that stuff. So I'm super excited to kind of see more of that style in 2022. Okay, trend number 4, again, this is nothing new, but maximalist style. We've already been introduced to the obviously minimalistic style, monochromatic style, but I think maximalistic style is gonna be a huge thing. I know for sure it's already become a huge thing throughout this year. Just kind of like incorporating different fabrics, different textures, different prints, and just mixing it all up and layering it up makes it look super unique and just really fun, and it really showcases your personal style, which I really like, and I've found it very again unique, very interesting to look at, and you just stand out way more than the rest of us. And that's something I definitely want to kind of dabble into in 2022, just kind of mixing different patterns and textures and styles with my clothing. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about are feathers. So the feather fabric. Ooh, that is a tongue twister. But the feather fabric, so I've been seeing this a lot in tube tops and dresses, like little mini tube dresses. Those have been super cute, and just the feather like aesthetic in general has just been so girly, so fun and flirty. And I honestly, if you kind of want to like introduce yourself into it, the fur trimming on, or like the feather trimming on tops and dresses are a really good way to kind of just step into that whole trend. But I absolutely love the whole full-on feather dress moment. I feel like it's super glam, really fun and girly, and perfect for any sort of like occasion. If you're going to a party, if you have an event, I feel like that is super cute, and I've seen them in so many different colors, and I'm obsessed with anything with feathers. But the next trend that we've already been seeing in late 2021 are gloves. So that goes with opera gloves and also fingerless leather gloves. I am totally into this trend, okay? I love it. It looks so classy. You look super sexy, especially the opera gloves with a cute little black or whatever color tube style mini dress. Oh my god, I feel like that is so freaking sexy. You look so classy. Oh, I love it. But the fingerless gloves I decided to throw in there because I have also been seeing that lately. Paris Hilton has been wearing a lot of fingerless gloves. And also, if you've seen Emily in Paris season 2, she's been wearing fingerless gloves as well, so I feel like that's kind of gonna be a thing. You know, the gloves spectrum is having a moment, and I feel like we're gonna kind of dabble into different areas of that in 2022, and I'm super excited. I want to see lace, I want to see different fabrics and different styles and colors of these gloves. I'm totally all for it. I think it's fun, different, and again, classy. So this next trend that I think is nothing really new, but the subversive basics trends. So we've already been introduced to the classic trends, the classic basics that will never ever go out of style. It's timeless. But subversive basics, such as your basic black top with a little twist to it. So it could have a nice little cutout, a little slash by the chest. It could have a little off the shoulder moment, just a little twist, a little tweak to your basic regular classic tops or basic pieces, just making it a little bit more interesting, showing a little bit of skin, having a little cut hole. And it doesn't have to be cutouts in general. It could be a typical halter top or tie top. It's just a little bit more of that kind of style in 2022, which we've already seen in 2021 and in 2020. Y2K fashion and the early 2000s fashion is not going to die out anytime soon. I think Gen Z is going to keep it here for a while. So we're going to still see a lot of the baby tees, a lot of the trucker hats, mini skirts, all of that stuff. We're going to see 2000s dad sunglasses and 2000s dad shoes. All of that aesthetic, I feel like it's still gonna be around in 2022, which I personally, I'm not really mad about it. I'm only really mad about the low-rise jeans trend, but I can still get with it. You know, I love the baby tees trend. I think that's gonna be a lot more popularized in 2022 because these fun little slogans and quirky sayings and fun prints, I feel like that's gonna be more of a thing in 2022 in terms of the Y2K fashion style. I think we're gonna see a lot of those t-shirts and tighter slogan shirts, which I really like. I've already been kind of into it. I love baby tees, and if it has a fun little funny saying in front of it, makes me love it even more. And also the 2000s dad sunglasses, I think it's gonna be a big thing in 2022. It's already been introduced this year. Not necessarily my jam, but it's fun, it's cute, and I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of different brands coming up with their own 2000s dad sunnies. Okay, next trend are cropped waistcoats, and this kind of falls into the whole menswear fashion thing, but this one, cropped waistcoats, I think in 2022 it's gonna be a lot more tighter, a lot more figure hugging, slimming, and we're not gonna necessarily wear it underneath anything or layer it. I mean, you totally can, but I'm picturing it just on its own. It could be a two-piece set, just wearing it as its own top. I think it's really sexy, really cute, and I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more waistcoats in 2022. So the next trend that I want to talk about are clutches. So clutches were honestly popularized and kind of brought back from Bottega Veneta. I can never say the name, I feel like it's a tongue twister for me, but from Bottega Veneta, the pouch that they had that was popular back in early 2020, I think clutches are going to be another popular thing in 2022 in terms of accessories and bags. I've already seen, I believe, Fendi, Chanel has one as well. There's a lot of different brands kind of incorporating their own version of clutches, and I think clutches are always going to be timeless and elegant. It's just a really nice, kind of classy bag that you can bring with you to parties, events. Okay, the next trend that I want to talk about are metallics. Now, I'm specifically talking about metallics in the spring and summer season, which is a little different because we're used to seeing metallics in the fall, winter season when it's holiday season. But I think we're gonna see a little bit more of a colorful twist to metallics this coming year. So it's not gonna be your typical gold and silver and bronze sort of metallic colors that we're used to seeing in the holiday season. I think we're gonna see a lot more bolder, more fun colors, also pastel colors, anything of that sort, just all metallics for 2022. I think it's gonna be fun in skirts, as tops. It's gonna be fun for parties or if you have events. Okay, the next trend that I have been seeing lately are catsuits. So I've seen them on the runway from YSL and Balenciaga. Also, we've seen it from Kim K. She's been wearing a lot of catsuits. I love jumpsuits, but catsuits are a little bit more tighter, you know, a little bit more figure hugging, and I am not super confident with my body just yet to pull this off, but I think it would be super glam if you had a full-on black or whatever color catsuit and throw over a big coat on top with the same color. I feel like that's super glam and definitely giving Kim K vibes, but she's been wearing a lot of it, she's been rocking it, and I feel like that's gonna be a huge thing in 2022. We're gonna see a lot of catsuits, jumpsuits, just all sorts of that area. Okay, the next trend kind of trickles in the same spectrum as the catsuits, but ballet shoes. I feel like ballet shoes are gonna make a comeback, and I personally I don't think I'll be following in with this trend specifically, but ballet flats, also ballet pumps with the cute little like straps and has like a slight little platform heel. I think that's gonna be super, super cute. And also like ballet flats with a little kitten heel at the end. It kind of reminds me of the Chanel shoe. I'll put the picture up, but it's very reminiscent to that specific style. So yeah, ballet shoes I feel like is gonna be a thing in 2022. I think it's gonna make a comeback. It's gonna be cute for the spring and summer season, and I mentioned that right after catsuits because I feel like catsuits also, it kind of correlates with the whole ballet aesthetic, and I feel like also like that whole ballet aesthetic with the tulle dresses and the tulle skirts are gonna be a thing in 2022. Last trend, I'm ending it with a accessory, and it is gigantic XXL bags. So we've been used to the whole tiny itty bitty bags in 2020 and 2021, but I think we're gonna go big in 2022. Okay, I mean obviously there's still a lot of people who are in love with the tiny little bags. And there's also a lot of people who have already been into these huge tote bags. I know Chanel has been putting out a huge tote bag. Louis Vuitton has their own version of a huge tote bag. So big totes, I feel like never really went out. You know, it's like also kind of a classic everyday thing, especially if you have work. I feel like we're gonna go from the opposite. So from like really tiny small bags to just like a big jump to these gigantic oversized bags. So the lighting is completely going down. I'm gonna have to edit all this, but that is pretty much all I have to say for the upcoming 2022 fashion trends predictions. Again, this is personally my opinion and the things that I've personally seen through my feed. Everybody's feed and everybody's style is different, so obviously there's gonna be differences in whatever upcoming trends you feel is gonna be coming in 2022, but this is just sort of some of the things that I've seen, and obviously there's a lot more that I could have mentioned, but I think we're still gonna be repeating the same styles from this year, 2021. So I didn't want to make it repetitive. I just wanted to mention some of the things that I think will be making either a comeback or will be kind of like diving more into in 2022. With that being said, thank you again for watching today's video. I will be putting out more content, I promise. I've just been working through some, but I will be back. And again, thank you again for everyone who has been watching and supporting me. All of the links to my social media accounts, my Instagram, my TikTok, are all in the description box below. I'm filming this on the 27th, so it'll probably be out New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Either way, I hope you guys have a great and happy New Year's Eve, and I will see you guys in 2022. Bye!